Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So today I will be installing the Teraflex HD Hinged tire carrier over here, and as well as their tire mount. And the reason I'm doing that, as you know from previous video, I lifted the vehicle with Teraflex 4-inch lift. That's the RT4 in 35-inch tires on the factory rims. So while this tire carrier, the factory tire carrier, will work with this hinge from Teraflex, however, because I mounted the 35 tires on the factory rim, I'm not able to mount it. Good thing is I have both components. So in this video, I'll go through the installation of the hinge tire carrier and as well as the tire mount and adjust it for 35. Stay tuned for any tips and how to install this. Some basic tools you need for this, basically a block of wood, a couple of pieces, so this way you can sandwich it between your bumper, and this may vary depending on what kind of bumper you have. I have the factory steel bumper on one end and the other end, so this way when we remove the hinges, we don't want the door to drop. So that is that. You need a 14 mil socket, a T20 to remove the light. I'll show you how to do that, and also a T50 is needed for these screws over here. So with that, let's get started. First thing, we have to go ahead and remove the light. So four bolts. It's a T20. I'll go ahead and remove it. There's a plug, you just go ahead and remove that. We'll reuse this with the bracket that comes with the tire mount. Switch has a little lip here, so you just have to kind of persuade it downward and then pull it out. So this is out of the way. Now we'll go ahead and remove the tire mount, clean it up a little bit. Hold on to these bolts, we will be reusing them. So I just want to go ahead and clean it up. Remove these hinge covers, you just pry them downward or upward with these ones, and then the long covers. Let me go ahead and do a little cleanup on this. So now is the time I have to place the wood again and start cleaning it up. Like so. We'll go ahead and remove the hinges. And this is why we put the wood, so the door wouldn't move from its location while we're putting the hinge carrier. By the way, these 4 bolts are the same 14 mil. So now we'll remove these. It's 50 Torx bit. You need to open it up a little bit so this you have. So now it'll come out. And now when the outer one is out, you need to open it up. There you go. So a little bit more cleaning here. I'm gonna go ahead and open the top one as well. Doing a little prep work. Doing a little thread locker on this one. The 2 screws that I'm going to be using. So if you notice, I've opened it a little bit. That gives me access to kind of put this one bolt in here. Just kind of start it off. Without tightening it, and the same thing for the other one. I'm just making them snug. It's not tight because we need to adjust all the rest of the okay. And over here I'll use the factory ones. Just kind of make sure. See, now I have a little wiggle room to make sure they're adjusted. So once these 2 are hand tight, kind of just snugged in, I just want to open it up. As you can see, there are 2 more, 2 on the upper bracket and 2 on the lower bracket. So we're going to use the same factory ones. I'll put Loctite on it, and also snug these ones as well. Not tight, but just snug. I'll just start it off, and then use the angle key that they have provided. It's 2 at the top, and then 2 at the bottom. I just want to make sure all these holes are aligned, and we're putting the factory ones here, but we will be removing this again because okay, all the hole seams aligned, so now we're going to go ahead and tighten this one. So now we have to remove all these so we can tie the 4 inner ones. Yep, all the holes aligned now. Okay, now that these Torx T50 screws are installed both on the outside and the inside, so everything is aligned here, as I'm going to be installing the tire carrier also. So mainly the 4 bolts that they supplied. We're going to apply thread locker onto these ones and go ahead and install these. Two more. Okay, perfect. And they provided a little rubber. See, these holes are all for some accessory mounts later on, but they provided in the meantime to cover it. Little rubber garments. Love attention to details. That's why I love Teraflex. One for each. These mounts are for like high lift jack mount. I know they have the CB antenna mount and stuff like that. So later on, whatever I decide, I have some options with this other than the sturdiness and stability that I'll get, and more importantly, to host my 35-inch tire. And that's it. The hinge carrier is done, and yeah, the next step will be to install the tire mount. So this is it. This is the tire hinge carrier. It's installed. As I mentioned earlier, this is compatible with the factory tire carrier. So if you just want that sturdiness and just installing the tire hinge tire carrier, then that's it. You know, you're done. You will just go ahead and mount your factory tire mount using the same bolts that you removed, and that would be it. So yeah, I'll end this video here, but I'm gonna go ahead and install the Teraflex tire mount as well. And not to make the video long, I'll have a separate video on that. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.